Hare Krishna. Question: how are the Bhagavatam's cantos named? Sometimes it's difficult to see the correlation between the contents of a canto and the title of the canto. For example, the first canto doesn't talk much about creation, nor does the 11th canto have much about general history. So how do we understand these names? Answer: the names broadly refer not to the specific contents of each canto, but to the 10 main topics of those cantos. So Jiva Goswami explains in his Bhagavad Sandarbha that the 10 topics which are mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the second canto, it says Atra Sargo Visargascha Sthanam Poshanamutayah Manvantarishanu Nirodho Muktirashrayah. So these 10 topics are present in the 10 in all the cantos in to some extent. And traditionally, the first two cantos, the Vopade was a commentator from Maharashtra who wrote a commentary on the small book on the Bhagavatam. Some people mistake him to be the author of the Bhagavatam, but he's the author of just a commentary on the Bhagavatam. So anyway, in his commentary, he used a nomenclature which they later on became quite widespread. And his nomenclature was that first and second cantos he considered to be more or less parichaya, introducing the characters, setting the scene. And the 10 topics, Sarga, Visarga, he says that they are from the third canto onwards to the 12th canto. And that's how he titles them. Now, there is not necessarily a correlation between the content, although some correlation can be seen. But essentially, the themes of the Bhagavatam are the Dasya Lakshana, as it is said for the Bhagavatam. The names are related with that. So now, Srila Prabhupada, he doesn't adopt that nomenclature. The nomenclature is often changed by different commentators. If you look at the Bhagavad Gita chapters also, although sometimes the Gita Press names of the Gita chapters, they are considered standard, but there are different traditions in different sampradayas. Different acharyas have used different names for different chapters. So just as the names of the Gita chapters can be different, just as Prabhupada himself uses different names for certain chapters as compared to what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur uses for the Bhagavatam also. So similarly, Prabhupada uses a particular nomenclature where he starts from the first canto with Sarga. So that's why the first Atra Sargo Visargacha, Sarga is creation. So Prabhupada talks about the first canto. So Prabhupada correlates the first 10 cantos of the Bhagavatam with the 10 aspects of the 10 subjects of the 10 themes of the Bhagavatam. Now, if we see from the content point of view, the Bhagavatam contains a wide variety of subjects, but these are also talked about. So, for example, creation, Atra Sargo Visargascha Sthanam Poshanamutayah. So, for example, so Prabhupada Sarga is creation. So, Utayah is the creative impulse. Sthanam is the status quo. Or Ishanukatha, Prabhupada translates that as the science of God. Nirodho Muktirashraya. Nirodha Prabhupada translates as, that is the 8th canto, withdrawal of the cosmic manifestation. Muktir is liberation. And Ashraya, the shelter, Prabhupada translates as the Samam Bonum. So like that, even the translations from the Sanskrit to English may not be very precise, but they broadly reflect the 10 themes of the Bhagavatam. And the 11th and the 12th cantos, Prabhupada titles them as General History and the Age of Deterioration. That reflects roughly the content of those cantos. That 12th canto contains predictions about Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga is the age of deterioration. Nangshaitya means to deteriorate, as a famous verse. That is Kali Yuga, Ayu, Balasruti, various things will deteriorate. So deterioration is a characteristic of Kali Yuga, so the age of deterioration. And when Prabhupada talks about 11th canto as general history, that means that it is referring to, general is using in terms of assorted, in terms of things being compiled from various sources. So although a major part of the of the 11th canto is Uddhav Gita itself contains narrations from various sources. There is the Pururava story, there is the Pingala story, there is the Brahmana story, there is the who's considered Tatraya by some. Then there is Krishna narrating the conversation between him and Brahma and Hamsa. So like that, there are various anecdotes from past history which are talked about in the 11th canto, and in that sense, it's called assorted history. So the broad names, the names of the first 10 cantos come from the 10 topics of the Bhagavatam, roughly rendered into English, and the 11, 12 canto names come from the are a rough reflection of their content. Thank you. Hare Krishna.